Here we go with our next fingerstyle guitar lesson. And in this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to use our thumb to go from string to string. And we're also going to pluck a couple different strings at the same time. So let's take a look at my hand. We're going to use a similar position in terms of our picking hand, where our thumb is going to be on the low E string, and then the other fingers are just going to hang around the G, B, and E strings. Now, because we're changing chords in this lesson, we have to know where the root note is, so we know where our thumb goes, because our thumb is going to be playing the root note. So for the G chord, thumb is going to play the low E string, and then we're going to change to the C chord. The thumb is going to play the A string. That's where the root note is on the C chord. It's on the A string, this one right here. All right, so we're going to go back and forth between the G and the C chord. And I mentioned we're going to pluck a couple strings at the same time. Let me play it for you, and then then we're going to break it down. All right, so here's what we're going to have to do with this song in order to make sure that our thumb is moving properly and our other fingers are doing what they're supposed to be doing is we have to know that when we're playing our thumb, we're actually going to be hitting the strings on beats number 1 and 3. So that's one thing that we have to keep in mind. We're actually going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so the thumb is going on the 1 and 3, and the second finger is alternating between the first finger, but it ends up also hitting the 1 and 3 at the same time as the thumb. So the thumb and the second finger start the song. So it's going to go like this. 1, so they're playing that together. The thumb and the middle finger. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you notice that the first finger is just playing the ands after every beat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we switch chords, and that's where the thumb has to jump down to the A string. So let's look at that again. I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to count as we're playing it. So let's try this together. I'm going to count 3, 4, and then we're going to try. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then switch. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, so it's a fun little exercise. It sounds cool, and it's also good to have your thumb kind of moving strings, because with a lot of fingerpicking songs, that's what's going to end up happening, is your thumb is going to have to jump from string to string because it's doing a lot of work trying to cover all the bass notes. And then the other fingers, we're still kind of keeping them anchored, but we're also adding that extra element of having your thumb and your second finger play 2 notes at the same time. So try that out, and we'll see you in the next lesson.